One of the most common questions that MBA applicants ask is, should I retake the GMAT or GRE? If your test score is helping your application, you probably don't need to take it again. But if your score is hurting your application, it can turn what might have been an admit into a denial. How do you figure out which category you're in? First, take a look at your score relative to the schools that you're targeting. If your score is around or above the median for those schools, then you're likely in good shape. Yes, a few extra points is always nice, but only if studying again doesn't come at the expense of work that you might do on the rest of your application. Second, think about what the test score needs to prove. If you come from a liberal arts background, the test score might be one of the main ways to show that you can handle the quantitative rigor of business school. In that case, a stronger score could matter quite a bit. Third, think about the applicant pool that you're competing against. If you're coming from a very crowded pool, like consulting, banking, private equity, high test scores are extremely common. In fact, many applicants will be well above the median published scores for the entire class. In that case, pushing your score even higher can help you differentiate yourself. Fourth, think about how many times you've already taken the test. If you've only taken it once, there very well may be points left on the table. But if you're on your fourth attempt, it's worth asking, is a meaningful improvement realistic, or will it require simply too much work to achieve the score that you need? If you're going to follow the exact same strategy, you're likely not going to move the needle. Perhaps it's time to revamp your study plan, or maybe it's time to recognize that you're at your limit. And finally, if you haven't tried both tests, consider taking a diagnostic for the other one. Some applicants simply perform better on the GRE than the GMAT, or vice versa, and switching tests can sometimes make a very big difference. At the end of the day, the goal isn't a perfect score, it's a score that supports the rest of your application rather than holding it back.